Why do we procrastinate? I kind of procrastinated to make this video too, I have to admit. So if we look at the root of the word, the verb procrastinate, and pro in Latin means forward, cras again in Latin means tomorrow. So crastinus, I looked it up, in Latin is derived from cras, and it means belonging to tomorrow. Doing something tomorrow, what we should be doing today. And I believe people procrastinate for a lot of different reasons. The first reason is fear of failure. You will do something and you will fail. So that's a big holdback. It holds us back from doing anything right now, today. And the second is kind of related but slightly different. It's the memories of past failure. And what that means is we assume the future will be the same as the past. So that's a pretty wrong, deficient, even deadly assumption. The future almost never repeats. Future is always something fresh, always something we've never seen before. So I would advise you to meditate on that assumption that directly leads to procrastination. Sometimes we think we know about a secret cause that the others are not aware of, and that's a good enough reason to procrastinate. So the workaround solution is check and recheck your so-called cost analysis. Consult your friends and loved ones to see if the risk you assume is a true and valid risk. A lot of things change through time without ever telling us. So even though, again, we might assume we know what the cost is, that might have been true some time ago. But it always is a useful thing to check your settings because that cost may have evaporated some time ago. And the fourth big reason for procrastination is, I believe, perfectionism. We try to be perfect. That's why we are not doing something. But you must have heard the paralysis of analysis. If you think too much, if you try to make everything as perfect as possible, the chances are you will never ever get to do anything in life. So you have to accept a certain level of imperfection, a certain level of fear, a certain level of humility. You need to have that. You need to be a little humble, except from the very start, that the end project, the product at the end, will not be so-called world class, perhaps, if that's what you're after. But the action is very important. You have to act. You have to take that action and see what happens, and then chart a new course if necessary, depending on the results. So I would say, give it a go and see what happens. Your future, despite your past, may really surprise you pleasantly. Take good care.